Like an older Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man.
Because of the skin color. It's almost sad because they say para mejorar la raza.
Yeah,
that's what they be saying.
To better the race.
Yeah.
Fucked
up, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
So when my grandma moved to the city, and my grandpa moved to the city and they met, my grandma automatically just seemed better because she was with this guy from Michoacan that was light skinned and white with green eyes. And she looked like Felipe, dark, short, and she thought she was better, fool. Fool, I swear to God, my grandma just passed, but she loved my nephew more than she loved my niece. Like an older Mexican man won't let his daughter date a black man, but she could date a white man. Because of the skin color.
It's motherfucking Democratic congressmen show you who these motherfucking Democratic congressmen show you who the fuck they is. What the fuck you mean to them? Your vote don't mean shit. You just another fucking body marching, nigga.
I want everybody to go home. And I want...
We don't got no home. That's why we here. Miss Waters?
Now, peep how she just laughed at the black people when they told her they was fucking homeless and wasn't no home to go to. She ain't out there fighting for them. She ain't saying one motherfucking thing, but go your motherfucking ass home. Ain't shit gonna happen today. Peep how that bitch was smiling and laughing at you, bitch. That's what the fuck you mean to them. While you over there talking about I'm cooning, you Sambo motherfuckers. This woman been off for 40-something years, and all you know her for is a fucking march. Organizing marches. That's what the fuck congressmen do. Organize marches.
And when you tell her that you fucking homeless broke and you are an American citizen, you mean shit.
Nothing is going to happen anymore today. Oh, we are allies.
Let me think about that.
Right.
To protest with the immigrants, cuz. We need to go downtown to protest with the essays.
Go down there and protest.
Yeah, you know black and brown love. We are allies, bud.
Let me think about that.
Right. Man, LA, dog, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. LA's racist.
But at the time, Martinez in that recording also referred to the child as a monkey. The councilman in a statement called the comments vile and disgraceful and said that, quote, Martinez attacked her son with horrific racist slurs and talked about her desire to physically harm him.
Well, we don't want to sign to no blacks.
Right.
Southsiders do want, guess, I don't even want to speak on that, but we don't want to sign to no blacks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mexican gang, they already have their laws.
Yeah.
And you're going to follow their laws.
Yeah.
Like, you can't sleep in a cell with a black guy.
Really?
No, it's against the law.
A Mexican gang member cannot have a black cellie.
No. He has to go to the hole.
So he has to basically fight that guy.
They sabotage black and white people on jobs, get black and white people fired on jobs, and then you will see their cousins, their uncles, their brothers, their sisters, and everybody on the job got fired because they didn't try to get you out of there, and their whole family is there. And don't let one of them get to become a supervisor.
You know what? I'm going to just sit this one out.
For real, folks? Is you sure?
Yeah, I am sure.
Yeah, fuck back, you ain't even know you touched
To protest with the immigrants, cuz. We need to go downtown to protest with the essays.
Go down there and protest.
Yeah, you know.
I'm the son of immigrants. My papa was a preacher, man. Don't believe in accidents and luck. It's just a game of chance. I used to sit up. I'm the son of immigrants. My papa was a preacher, man. Don't believe in accidents and luck. It's just a game of chance. I used to sit up. I'm the son of immigrants. My papa was a preacher, man. Don't believe in accidents and luck. It's just a game of chance. I used to sit up. I'm the son of immigrants. My papa was a preacher, man. Don't believe in accidents and luck. It's just a game of chance. I used to sit up.
Who decided to come on my page and ask me, what have Latinos, specifically Mexicans, ever done for us? Well, listen, you stupid motherfucker. Mexico had abolished slavery, and any enslaved person who crossed that border was automatically granted freedom. Mexico offered legal protection, unique legal protections for enslaved people from Texas and Louisiana. My people are from Louisiana. Mexico became a safe haven for enslaved people. Mexico helped enslaved people escape as part of the Underground Railroad. These are little known Black history facts. So never ask me what Mexico has done for us. I don't know what the fuck Mexico did for you, but that's what Mexico has done for us, for my people, and I will forever stand in solidarity with Mexico. I will forever vote for their rights and their benefits. I will forever stand in solidarity again with Mexico and the indigenous people because they stood in solidarity with us. They were the first ones to stand in solidarity with us. So run your stupid ass along. And it's for the stupid motherfucker who decided to come on my page and ask me. Is for the stupid motherfucker who decided to come on my page and ask me what
Se llaman los negros
100%.
americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it,
but I don't. Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not going to talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community. Even though I'm a Latina with them, Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your ass as Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black community.
Everybody who be crying for blacks to help, let's do a history lesson. When we was getting sprayed with the water hoses and getting dogs sicked on us, and they had white-only water faucets and white-only restaurants and all that shit, where was everybody else? Because when I see these pictures, I don't see nobody. I see us going to war with them. I don't see nobody else helping niggas. So where the fuck was everybody at back then? When they had the big-ass water truck pull up and they pulled out that hose with 3,000 PSI water pressure and was spraying niggas halfway down the block, where's everybody else? Show me one picture with niggas that was helping niggas. And shout out to Mexico, because when we was escaping slavery, we went over there and they fought with niggas. Shout out to them. But y'all always bring that up. This is the new day and age. They wasn't calling us mayates. They wasn't saying fuck niggas. So it's a difference. We only talking about the ones who said fuck niggas, the ones right now. When you go to jail and y'all can't kick it, them, that's what we talking about. Just be mad at the truth because the truth hurts. This is why we never get progress, because we never sit down and have the ugly conversations. Nigga, the history of this country is ugly. It's offensive. People are scarred from the history of this shit. So unless you're going to sit down and have the real, raw, uncut conversation, we're not getting progress. To sit here and pretend like everybody's one big coalition, no. It's a lie. Can we get to that point? Yes. But we're not going to jump over the fact of this is what it is right now. This is what it is now. This is what it's been. We can get past it, but let's address it. Let's figure out why it was like this, and let's change it. And then we can...
All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. I'd like to start off first by giving all praises and blessings to who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ calls God. All right. In the Hebrew tongue, name is Yahweh. Okay. Yahweh. That's who the world ignorantly calls God. All right. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and that's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. Bahashem Ruach HaKodash, which is the spirit that is holy, or the Holy Spirit. All right. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. The elect are those who are pushing the truth according to the scriptures, according to the doctrine. All right. None of these, okay, individuals, these people that you see popping up. All right. This word has been spreading like fire for years, before this guy was even born, man. All right. Before he was even thought of. All right. This truth and awakening has been going on. All right. And a lot of these people, they just didn't, the Lord didn't pull them in ultimately. All right. Ultimately, the Lord didn't wake them up. All right. And now, everybody wants to, now everybody wants to, they're jumping up, fighting again. All right. For scraps that are coming off of this devil's table. Now, we've told you time after time after time that this man, the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks about. All right. They are, according to the scriptures, they are the sons and daughters, all right, of Esau, Edom, all right, which is Jacob's brother, all right, which would be our brother, okay, our brother. And, as the scriptures tell us, all right, our brother Jacob, okay, he had no, he had no interest, okay, he had no interest as today, okay, into the tender mercies of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right, and so he rejected that for his own, what he himself could achieve, all right, and so he was rejected, and to this day, he sold his, you read the story, and I'm not going to go through all that, you have to go in and learn for yourself, okay? We're getting just to the point, okay? Long story short, man, all right? Either you want this thing or you don't. We're dealing with Bible prophecy, all right? Again, and a lot of you have rejected the Bible. Things are going on. Things are going to continue to go on. Things are going to get out of hand, out of control. They're going to be out of your control, out of your reach. And there's going to be nothing that you can do or will be able to do about it real soon. And so we've been warning you, all right? You've been, you've had people come up, okay? People ignore the videos and lessons, okay? So now things are starting to, to shift. The earth is starting to shift, all right? The Lord is stirring things up, okay? And there's a lot of, confusion and, anger, and it's going to spew out of hand, okay? This weekend, you have, today, I believe would be the Juneteenth, all right? Which, is some bullshit, but, it's something that people celebrate, so-called blacks, Especially in the South, up north, we never even heard of that until recently. But Juneteenth is, a holiday, or supposed to be a holiday that blacks celebrate. Okay, and this devil is doing what he does best. All right, he's operating out of chaos and confusion. Okay, and so now the people, these people who we have been warning, okay, they're showing their ignorance. Okay, their ignorance is being revealed. Okay, and all of them. Okay, all of their ignorance is being revealed. That's because they have not eaten the whole roll. Okay, they got those nigga taste buds. All right, they like ramen noodles and shrimp. Okay, and funny, McDonald's. Okay, chicken nugget. A burger eating. Okay, they got those nigga taste buds. All right. But for the whole goodness of this truth, okay, they have no taste. They don't have the stomach for it. All right. And so I'm going to get into some prophecy. Fuck these niggas, man. All right. These niggas decide to, kill each other, then good, man. Good. That's the Lord ultimately doing that. All right. Because 2/3 of you niggas, man, you need to go any damn way, man. So if you're gonna rise up, okay, if Trump motivates you to rise up and to go against each other, within well be. So I'm gonna start off in the Apocrypha with this scripture, man. All right. Start off in the Apocrypha. This is 2nd Ezra 9:3. 2nd Ezra 9:3. And it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, okay, and uproars of the people in the world, okay, and that's what we're seeing, okay, earthquakes. You can't really see an earthquake, all right, but you see people moving, all right, people causing destruction, chaos is the it's the rule of the day. Okay, things are getting more chaotic. Okay, now all of this is orchestrated. Okay, now these these cotton ball ass Negroes. Okay, they aren't they haven't just been so loss of I'm at loss of words. Let me see. So volatile, I'll say, for lack of a better term, that they've scared the police. We've seen what happened with George Floyd, and ultimately they could have kept doing the George Floyd thing, the Fernando, what was this guy, Castro? Okay, Fernando Castro. Where you had these police, Laquan McDonald. All right, the police could have continued, okay, to rule with an iron fist, but you have to understand that the powers that be, they had to relax that grip, okay, so that they can so that their plan on a grand scale can come to fruition. Okay, and if you haven't been paying attention, you're not going to see it. You're not going to catch it, and you're going to be caught up into the confusion. All right, you're going to be caught up in the dust. All right, and you're going to ultimately be a part of the dust, which would be your your lot. Okay, that's your lot. Jake have closed their ears. We've been, well, not us, but Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Racha HaKodash, through us, okay, has been pleading with you people, okay, been pleading with you people, man, and you have the same temperature, all right? You're sick, okay, you're sick and you're disgusting, all right? You got, it's like, when you take a baby's temperature and the temperature is too high, all right, you know that the baby is sick, could have diarrhea, could have, something's not right, okay? But if you maintain, that temperature, that high temperature, well, ultimately is going to result in death. And and through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we have been begging you, all right, begging you, all right, trying to bring that temperature down, okay. But you don't want to listen, all right. So now we're seeing these uproars and earthquakes of the people in the world, all right. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, okay, even from the beginning, all right. So this is nothing new, okay. We've read about this. We've went over this, okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We went over these prophecies over and over and over and again, all right. And so we understand them when we see them, all right. We see them, okay. And as the scripture says, I'm just going to mention it now. Though it tarry, wait for it, all right. Verse 5 says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, okay, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, okay, and endings in effects and signs, and these are effects and signs, and this is how the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai operates, okay, in effects and signs, like uproars of the people, okay. Now Esau, he's trying to, that's how this snake, this serpent, this devil operates. He operates through chaos, all right. And that's why the scripture says he shall crawl on his belly, all right. He should crawl on his belly, and what's on the belly? Dust, okay, dust, confusion. That's how he's able to get around, okay. Get another scripture, and you Jakes, you're caught up right along with him, okay. You're the tail of the snake, 2/3 of you people, okay. He's just dragging you along through the dust, okay. You see, a lot of you, you've never, uh, never been on the forefront for these issues, and now these issues are occurring. Okay, now they're happening, and now you want to, go run your mouth. It's too late. It's too late. Just the other day I was doing, was it yesterday or the day before? Okay, I was doing a video, and the 1948ers, seeing that they got a short time, okay, they reached out and touched Iran, okay, and so we're at the end, man. It's only one prophecy, which is the implementation of the mark of the beast, which is that RFID chip, all right, to take place, and before those nukes get to flying, all right. So this is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this, okay, among the Gentiles, all right. Prepare war, okay. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, all right. And so that's what's happening now in the earth. You have these nations, North Korea, what's this other country? Yemen. You got the Houthis, all right. A lot of these little smaller countries, all right. They're seeing that how the U.S. is moving, all right. They see that it's moving like a snake, like Benjamin, not a Jew, all right. BB, okay. What did he say? He's actually making, he's trying to mock the Lord, okay, because he keeps going into scriptures and cutting himself, all right. And this shows you that they also listen to us, all right. But this guy Benjamin, not a Jew, okay. He's taking it upon himself, okay, to to do these attacks, all right, on these other countries. And so on Iran, okay. And so you're gonna have Egypt. Oh yeah, that's another one, all right. Those so-called Middle East countries, okay, so-called, all right. And so those countries are, they're fed up, okay. Verse 10 says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, okay. So that's the Lord, okay, ultimately, okay, putting the spirit out there for them to start manufacturing these ballistic missiles and these missiles, all right, and to prepare war, okay, in that region. And see, and that's what the U.S. don't want, okay. You don't want destabilization in that region, okay, because that region is tied to the American dollar, okay. And if chaos rules in that region, You're gonna have a very lot. You're gonna have a lot of very unhappy Edomites. All right, and because they're gonna be then lost it all. Okay, they're gonna get unhappy. Verse 11 says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about." And that's what they're ultimately going to do. Now we're not really seeing that yet. They're having meetings. All right, better believe they're having meetings discussing what has just transpired. Okay, there's meetings looking at analyzing and examining democracy. Okay, and how it is a failure, yet and still it's being pushed down the throats of these other countries. So they're going to come together, okay, and they're if they're already drawing together and saying, look, something has to be done, man. Okay, we turn on the TV, all we see is our women twerking. Okay, our sons are pansies. All right. So these other countries are upset. All right, they're very upset. So, countries like Iran and these other countries, they're secretly, they're manufacturing and doing things. All right, because they're like, look, we're not going to be under your under your power, Esau. Okay, you got the bear, okay, Russia, okay, which is the leader of them. All right, and that they're woke, man. Okay, that bear is woke. Okay, he's he's pacing back and forth. Okay, so it says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen." Okay, I read that. Okay, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Oh, yes, sir. And so, yeah, those mighty ones are those nukes. Okay, those ICBMs. Okay, those ICBMs, because hey, we're vexed, man. We're vexed, and right now, okay, the hopeful elect are pressed. Okay, if you read the scriptures and you want to know the condition that the elect would be in right now, man. The elect is in a pressed condition. Okay, very pressed, man. All the wickedness and foolery that's going on. Okay, the elect are in a pressed position, man. Wickedness, okay? These women talking about whammy, whammy. Talking about all other kind of madness, just moving around and running around your children, running around, So the righteous, the elect, are like, hey, man, what? Do we got the right doctrine or what? Okay? And so the Lord sees this, and his response is what you're seeing now. Okay? It's what you're seeing now. And, and a lot of this is also orchestrated by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? So I'm not going to go into 12, that's where ultimately this is going to end up. But we're not there yet. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, almost. Right now you got the Houthis, all right, going at the U.S. Okay, so this thing is spilling out of control. Okay, and this devil, he's going to step in. Okay, he's going to step in. All right. And he's going to offer, the solution. Okay, he's going to offer the solution, which the solution will be that RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Okay, that's going to be the final solution. Okay, to everything. All right, I was just reading and an infomercial popped up with this device from Johnson & Johnson that they want to implant. Now, you have certain medical devices that are implanted, heart monitors and such, and that's the case with this thing from Johnson & Johnson. It's like a heart monitor, heart monitor implant. All right, that was a tongue twister. Heart monitor implant. But they're still coming with the RFID chip that they will implant inside of you. All right, because the markets are fragile. Okay, all of the markets, a lot of people will lose money that they've invested, that they saved. Okay, because most people, these investments aren't cheap. Okay, $20,000-$30,000 for high yields. Okay, so hey, who's trying to Esau is moving right along, man. Okay, time waits for no man, and he knows that his time is short. So things are going to happen to where they lose it all. They lose everything. Okay, and their response is going to be, what we've seen from Esau. He normally jumps out of the window. Okay, or he just goes on a rampage, and so that's what these devils ultimately are going to do. Go on a rampage. All right, in the earth. All right, and coming down specifically on the Israelites. Okay. Now we're seeing, the northern kingdom. They're caught up in it, but this devil, he's going to come down on you, southern kingdom, man. And you're talking about, oh man, Negroes only. Okay, Negroes only. Yeah, ain't that something? Negroes only. Okay. So none of that, all of the tribes are Negroes, and so that's a doctrine that's going to get everyone who follows it unalived. Okay, it's going to get them and you see how I mean, if you have a spiritual eye, unless your pineal gland is murky, okay, you'll see how that doesn't work, how that doesn't fit in with doctrine, with the scriptures. All right. But anyway, I've been looking for video, because this is this back and forth between the northern and the southern kingdom. I just went online and I saw it like video after video, and I say, damn, you don't see them, the northern kingdom, saying anything about Esau. They're concerned about the southern kingdom, and the southern kingdom is trying to respond. Okay, and so it's ignorance. Okay, it's stupid. All right, and so ultimately, Lord willing, it leads to the death of a lot of these people. Okay, Lord willing, it does. Okay, because fuck the 2/3, man. Okay, so if they get caught wrapped up in the northern kingdom versus the southern kingdom, well, so be it. Okay, they're not part of the elect, and they are not people who have been trying to push this truth. All right. So, Lord willing, you were edified. And until next time, shalom.